Mr. Marks, you testified that in the UK case, Mr. Depp was looking to clear his name, correct?
That's my assumption, yes.
And yes or no, did Mr. Depp clear his name through that lawsuit?
I wasn't in the UK, and I'm not going to opine on that. That's not what I've been engaged to talk about.
You don't know one way or the other whether Mr. Depp cleared his name through that lawsuit?
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
You understand, can you please put up Defendant's Exhibit 115? In looking through the documents, did you see headlines from October 25th, 2018, almost 2 months before the op-ed, that Mr. Depp would not be in Pirate 6?
I saw that there was speculation in different publications, none quoting a Disney executive, if you will, none being definitive. And by the way, I can't see where's this article from? I just see the headline.
TheDailyMail.com.
So the Daily Mail is a UK publication?
Oh, all right, let's move. I mean, do you know or not?
Do I know what?
Do you know if it's a UK publication or not?
I think that the Daily Mail is, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Now, did you review the deposition testimony in this case of the Walt Disney corporate designee?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall that the corporate designee testified that Disney produced all documents related to its business relationship with Mr. Depp, including considering Mr. Depp for any work with Disney or future Pirates films, and she did not recall seeing the op-ed or any documents referring to the op-ed in that production of documents?
I read the deposition. I don't recall seeing the op-ed in what Disney produced. What I do recall is that the person giving that deposition for Disney really had no contact with Jerry Bruckheimer or Sean Bailey. Just was someone that Disney put up who didn't know anything, is what I took.
And you understand, you're a lawyer, right? You understand that a corporate designee is supposed to be in the shoes of the corporation talking for Disney, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. I think that's outside the scope of his expertise in this case.
Overruled. Okay.
I understand that that's what the corporate designee is supposed to be, but when I read that they are not in touch with the president of the company, it gives me pause.
So Disney itself represented through this witness that it did not have the op-ed in any of its files, correct?
I don't remember that passage in the deposition, but I can't remember. She certainly did not quote the op-ed or produce the op-ed or talk about the op-ed.
Now,
but in Hollywood, actions sometimes speak much louder than words.
and did you recall that that same corporate designee said that Pirate 6 is still possibly in development?
Until Disney says it's not in development, it's in development.
Okay. And can we put up Defendant's Exhibit 134? And you see this is from November 5th, 2020?
And where's this from? Some rogue website? Where's this from?
InsideTheMagic.com.
Okay.
Okay. And this says Disney reportedly scraps plans for Depp's Pirates of the Caribbean 6 return, and that was on November 5th, 2020, correct?
Assuming that this is a correct copy of this random website, yeah, that's what it says. They're not quoting the head of production. It's not a statement by Disney, but that's what this woman, Rebecca Barton, says.
Well, 2 years after the op-ed, it was still a question as to whether Mr. Depp was going to be in Pirate 6.
There was no contract for Mr. Depp to be in Pirates 6, but he was Pirates, and there would always be that question until Pirates is produced or until Disney says otherwise.
And November 2020 was at the same time as all the publicity surrounding the UK case, correct?
I think the UK judgment came out in November 2020.
And this article came out 3 days after the judgment, correct?
If the judgment came out on the 2nd, this is 3 days later in, what's this again, moviemagic.com?
Correct.
By Rebecca, Barton.
Could I approach, Your Honor?
All right.
Now, isn't it true that you don't recall when you first read the op-ed?
As I sit here today, I don't recall when I first read it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal to you. You didn't read it in 2018, correct?
I have a wife, 2 kids, a full-time job. I don't remember.
Okay. And you have no idea when you first read it? I just want to make sure I understand that.
Objection, asked and answered, Your Honor.
Sustain the
Look,
objection.
I wasn't
I'll
at Disney.
sustain the objection. Next question.
Okay.
I sustain the objection.
Okay.
Next question.
Now, you, as an expert in the entertainment field, do you know any actresses whose careers have gotten better after making accusations of a domestic abuse against an actor in Hollywood?
I think that the taint sticks and to both sides, and I can't think of any actresses who have prevailed and who've been canceled.
Do you know of any actresses whose careers have gotten better after making accusations of domestic abuse against a man in Hollywood?
I haven't been asked to opine on that, but I certainly will look into it. I don't think that this is something.
The answer is no, right? You don't know.
Again, I assume that.
It's a yes or no. Do you know or not?
Thought her career would get better by bringing this out. I don't know.
All right, thank you. I have nothing further.
All right, redirect.
Mr. Marks, you were asked a series of questions about a number of publications and publicity related to Mr. Depp by Mr. Nadelhoff. Do you recall those questions?
He asked a lot of questions about a lot of articles.
And, sir, based on your experience in the entertainment industry, do you have an understanding of what types of publications carry the most weight in Hollywood?
The publications that carry the most weight in Hollywood, in my opinion, after all these decades, are Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, New York Times. Those are the publications.
And Mr. Nadelhoff asked you a number of questions about certain headlines related to Mr. Depp and various news coverage related to Mr. Depp. Do you have an opinion about the impact of those articles that you looked at with Mr. Nadelhoff on cross-examination on Mr. Depp's reputation in Hollywood?
Again, I don't remember all the articles, but what I do know is that Johnny Depp had always had articles about him, and that didn't change the baseline. If you had a big project and it had a role for Johnny Depp, that didn't change the baseline.
Is your opinion about the op-ed misheard author different than that?
My opinion about the op-ed in the Washington Post was different. That was had a different quality of headline and article.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further
All
questions.
right, is this witness subject to recall?
He is, Your Honor.
All right, sir, since you're subject to recall, the rule of witness does apply